Like every senior in high school, that final year was an important one for my friend Kerrigan. But Kerrigan graduated high school in the year 2020. All of her big moments, the ones she had looked forward to for years, were taken away. Now, everyone goes through something during their senior year of high school, but how is that journey affected when it's interrupted by a pandemic? What does that do to a person? These are questions I've wanted to know the answers to, so I asked Kerrigan to find out.
Our classes were like strictly over Google Classroom, but like there weren't really assignments to be done, and more of it was just like, at first it was like, oh cool, no more school, but then it started to unravel of like, there's all these major huge events that I was looking forward to this second semester of my senior year that were now gone, like prom, our senior choir concert, which is where like all the seniors would like get to sing their own song, do their own performance. Theater shows are like our spring plays, and then obviously graduation. Our graduation, it was done over the radio, and I happened to be one of the graduation speakers, so I went to the radio station to record my speech. And like, I think they might have did a drive-through graduation, like unofficial thing, but that was really it. They couldn't really do much, especially I'm from Salina, which isn't like a huge city, but it wasn't a small town, so. My parents still had to go to work, so I just spent almost every day just home alone. And eventually, like, my parents let me like go hang out with like my two closest friends. And even then we would just kind of like drive around town and talk because there was nothing else to do. I think my friends got like into like skateboarding during that time, and so we would just find something to do, but it was super boring. I feel like it affected everyone in my class a lot differently. I know a lot of people decided not to go to college that next year, or instead of going to university, they just did like online classes or community college. Like it affected everyone's like short-term to long-term future. It was definitely super isolating. I feel like throughout high school and then coming into my senior year, I like grew a very like strong personality, and like mastered a lot of things socially, emotionally, and I feel like when COVID hit and everything was so isolated, I lost a lot of that personality. And even like going into like my freshman year of college, I like lost I just like a lot of people did during COVID. I just kind of got into one of those like COVID relationships, which also just wasn't super helpful to me, and just like it just kind of affected it obviously affected my future and like what I could see myself as, but it was just like, I feel like it made me lose a lot of like hope in myself and in like whatever I wanted to do. I think that between the ages of 18 and 21, you grow so much as a person. And I think late my sophomore year into my junior year, I started to get out of that vat for sure, because of a lot of like, you know, as like COVID restrictions lessened, I got to meet more friends, meet more people. I got to be more active in TMN, and so just having more experience, not being so isolated, definitely helped. But it also kind of like allowed me to bloom more as a person, you know, get out of really bad relationships into really great relationships with new people. I kind of, now my senior year in college, I kind of feel like I've like gotten back to a place I at least felt I was at my senior year, like emotionally.